Self-love to define to uh, what you actual for right. So if you wanna define uh, to starting from mother, so mother is wondering about to his child for what they deserve of a right of the love. So their soul is attached the a baby of the soul. So you know that it's like a magnet attractions behind the self-love. Self-love expressions uh, you just like your connectivity of thoughts, connection of your uh, heart connection to maybe your define the love of self-love. So there are lots of situations and emotions of love. So self-love means we are expressions of hairstyling and affirmations of beauty. So affirmations on pretty moments. So you like a living or pretty moments say you live in these moments. You have no worries or free from uh, pressures or handle to situations to as just like you love the real image of on your uh, as just like on your reality. So reality in these situations, so we find as just like our self uh, for furthermore example I will present to you as just like I will experience about a spider who make a cob means uh, draw the lines with the with make their home. So there are three in spiders to draws the very beautiful design their home. So I will learn the disciplined. Disciplined means can't to survive in quantity, but I will notice the quality of their design. It's more listenable. So it's just like their home, spider's home. It's just like stitching the uh, threading, just like we make eyes shapes and upper shapes, just like shapes into convert during during your artificials facials and improve your facials like to normal to and brightest your better shapes to in other sides to it's awesome to message provide as a spiders. So these are all network to making the this happen. So it's just like a self resemble to self love. So design your love to not express so some of love like a mother and child to their expressions, their affirmations. So in a can't you feel the in a situation in a condition of when you hold expressions of love. So some people say that love is a blessing bestow in your uh, in child maybe childhood, maybe in your legacy. So I think the affirmations and the expressions of your love to engage to uh, natural nature. I think the natural things to can't express, but expressions, the silence. So silence, the real meaning of a beauty and self-love. So most of our self-love is not a just say that uh, maybe we one make a food dish and one make a uh, be a feast of same dishes we had, but the taste of your maybe you lots of faces enduring the your favorite dish. I think the favorite of your depending upon on taste. So you can find the uh, more reasonable life and reasonable aim to easily find out. So the media of the love, I think we can watch and see and headlines to their beauty of the and lovely things loses, maybe just human. So we are uh, worried about how can be impossible. So last previous week, so people can't believe uh, Kobe Bryant in accidents loses their self and their body can't find out. So you know that people unbelievable, don't can't believe. So in these situations, so people are just like to be a uh, in this situation of not they believe that. So I think so. In this case, people hopeless to can't define their can't define the human of the nature. So as there's a self love to engage to a people to attract the their souls to follow to love, it's just like you express you're explaining the mirrors and just symbol and just you can easily see that see the has a mirror of the souls. So I think the Kobe Bryant, or I will practically and previous examples, just like you engage through self-love. So in this, the emotion attached to ball of the players and audience. So audience of the starting before match to welcome to the 1 minute silence. So silence means is actually you the beauty of the world of love. It's mean love we define is just like a world of the map of the ball, a rolling important role in living body of the life. So I think the self love is not a like this selfish love to help you maybe you love your things and don't share. It's like a we some of people watching a addiction of movies and some of the addiction of the uh, exercise and some of the addiction of the uh, most important likable programs. So it's all about uh, and they there and here to find a between in the stay of the love. So I think so some of the missing moment to we are on behave like that, uh, feeling sad maybe because it's all of the love of opposite side of the set. It's just like when a sunset light on my face, or as simple as the things of outside the night, maybe a reaction of myself is just like a more difference. In this case, the night and crescents, the there because the difference of the rolling of the light. So as that simple, so love is like a sunlight to deliver the all of the living things to engage. So is that emotions to engage all human beings to without any uh, force of gravity. So it's just like in this planet, unlimited, uh, we have no bank of the imaginations. So I think the self love have no limitations. So we have to limitations, uh, just like that in the map of a world we have to different types of countries. It's just like we make a anti barrier in mind. So the barrier, it's simple that because emotions and logicals, we have to be deals with the uh, bothly express. So if we wanna eat a likable and starting to eat and curve and curve to again and again meet, you just like you likable uh, at chocolate, and your brain is refreshed to demand to curve again. So it's just like we curve to demand to in same conditions. What is the actual for love yourself? So love yourself. If you love your body, to enjoy to your body, enjoy to your happiness, to stay your uh, commitment of the your love to what is the actually your right. So you make a right decisions for betterment for your body and your betterment for your uh, freshness of thoughts, fresh of thoughts. I think the fresh of thoughts is making happen for actually uh, real practical dreams shift on in actually real life. So actually real life is not different from dream. So same a portion of scenario and same media, we have to leave the moments, but the moments of in present to stay of your identify the lovable for favorable conditions. So more important than, so how to be engaged to the without any bore condition, without any sorrowable condition, to make this life for paradise. I think the getting the paradise, or to commitment your life of the uh, flavors. So some of flavors we taste for making for better food. Just like growing of the and actually for right flavors to make you better, to enjoyable to work, enjoyable to your relaxation. So the relaxation of the part and the working for you to easily when you sleep and when you fully tired, you know that you when you fresh, you feel the fresh software automatically software your uh, automatically in manual work. So as the like we feel fresh is feel fresh means to all of the 100% blessing of love. So we have to manage the all to self freshments and feel to fresh. So is all the deserve you feel is actually stay upon we have in the moment of feel in present to love. I hope this video is especially for uh, self love to, I think the nature beauty to mirror in the all of yourself, because self is you better to talk or better to your attachment your is your explain of your easily for on your mirrors. So mirror of yourself is better for your prediction of your uh, present, past and future. So I think the can't predictions of other, so maybe right. So that's why it's a whole the life is like a you may wanna make to paradise. So it's just like a, your life is, some of people this life is prison and some of people make a paradise. So I is this happened some of people uh, that happened prison because the source of different types of beliefs, different types of references, and different types of bad predictions to wrong decisions, so wrong assumptions. So I think assumptions to all the your condition is more unfavorable for you. So I think more most of the your affirmation of love, so your mirror to talk, so then your real love to find out, define the real love is only a nature. So I think a live nature connections then to find easily your I think the beauty of the love, the beauty of your engaged to uh, on the spirituality means to easily engage to love. So lovely able conditions, you are all the free from uh, hold no hold, you just like easily to find in the curiosity of you have to know limitation of barrier. So all the barrier we have to life pressures and uh, life doesn't manage. So I think the human extra needed to hanging the bag pressures and maybe flying on the sky, but why we are hanging a lots of more pressures on a shoulder. So I think uh, the one verse is for saying to life to is just we have to missing the pot in field in the maybe you're a big story, your historical places and big for your name of devoted, but you know that then you all about worries what I do for in this moment of living. So more pressure on self. So I think the case of your whole the world is just like a map of the ball. So we have to free the as the bubble of the this world is just like a ball to suddenly second in remove. So as just like a life is that happened like a bubbles, and in the air and doesn't matter what there and what we can't find. It's just like a spider example. We can't their design of uh, who can draw the lines to throw their ability to. I think the hidden most of the hidden abilities and strengths in all the living things who survive there in this planet. So is this like a, we can't write prediction and wrong predictions, but the prediction is a uh, there is no end of the imaginations, there is no end of the your visualization. So a human baby is starting the learning of visuals. So I think the visual of the actually the life, uh, a human wanna stay the moments, a human wanna strive to live moments and capture to catch in this story. So that's why your life story make to without any barrier, without any to survive to uh, engage to properly to understandable. So understandable able your life is, so make you pretty, so make you beautiful, and so make your happiest. So easiest way automatically uh, coins we have to back on the hole to throw on the air. So it is like a life is same, situation is same, some of the difficult and some of the easiestness. So it's just like a same self, uh, the beauty of human nature, human engagement. So some of the alone we have can't aside, so we have to find to a 1 and 111. So it's just like a same the beauty of the love. So love is a find on yourself, is a no special making for tool. So tool is most of people investment for peace, making you know that in casino more investments for entertainment. The entertainment the way of your uh, because a human need attentions for develop your games, develop your coins. In the case of human need to thoughts of attentions, so they're better developed for working for fresh. So freshables and the more the different things to count. So I think the word is in some one in I will end it for the life of the nature, self love. So is all of the stay you in a paradise is a making you love. That's why, or maybe some of hatred, some of fighting. So remove your peace automatically. This world is not a solution of war. This world is solution of a engage to explore to beauty of uh, all of the nature, all of the industries, and all of the humankind. So if the war of the human is to I think the unconscious say to war their self, the war is not for others of the your maybe your in the simple word say opposites. So opposites and this words is my eyes define. Opposite means you actually can't understand over your visual expressions. So you know better that what is the good for yourself, what is the other for your good. So stay your good at the point you're doing better for job, you automatically better for work. So I think the message of the way, uh, actually the whole the human in the on the one platform, so easily to, you know that when a earthquake, so automatically human is a joint in engage. So doesn't matter the cost for human, and doesn't matter the needed uh, for their identification. So that's why the nature of the beauty to you engage to all the person for the like a network of the spiders is just like a spiders join the network for drying for better for your life. So as the life of you nature is wanna joined you. So it's the mean of real all of the life to impossible to you find the engage the all of playerments, all of enjoyments, enjoy the real moments. That is the self disciplined and easily approach your self love and self disciplines. So self disciplines learn you manage the in this systematically to what they behave like this, and not a bad and not good. But I think the all of the humans in the like a ladders in one steps is just like a nature build for one us. But we are making we, you know that we are opposite for don't in a ladders, don't in a union, and not in a bond. So we are break and wanna it's a wrong. So human nature wanna discover to live alone. But unfortunately the world is more try to history of human to try to close to for a the global home, not a global village making this world, but home to home engage. But unfortunately the world is I think maybe alone some of their ideas of difference. So study in books of us not a difference, but different is we have to manage the ideas to engage your ideas for uh, settle to your easiest way. So easiest way can't find to way to find out if you dealing the partner of life, if you're dealing the partner of part of your colleague, if you're dealing your uh, some of friends to for your life to, your life is drive to more and more easiest and more and unremarkable miracles way presented. So is this life is then for lovelyable for then luxuriable and enjoyable. So stay enjoy, and I think the thousand of sorrow is the is of the top pillars on the you need all human is a stay peace and stay happiest and luxury life. Newlante and Allah Hafiz, and for making your this video helpful, making your attentionable, or maybe you wanna like to grab to attentions for those things to like a eyes engage and eyes in this say graphic designer is better now. You know that thumbnails when people clicks because they attract to their eyes on must be clicks. So I think what to do in this click for after playing videos. So videos is playing to uh, we making a world for in this video. So listening to those person who role the act for in dramas, so we listen. So sometime we listen and sometime for speaking and sometime for the beauty of eyes your uh, like attract to like the thumbnail. So life is like a thumbnail to as like your nature to demand your eyes attract to and define a real life of the definition of life. So I think the multiplications of your any maybe unstable natures, so multiplications of happiness, you want to find the happiness to by easily way, there is no restrictions. But the in your set of mind you make own restrictions, you make a own to crying of the problems, you make a some of the laughter on yourself. So I think the laughter of yourself, now the tips of to I think the better for survive your not a this life is not a life for the problem. So you manage to engage to on the case of the you wanna if laugh, so making your life is better for automatically day by day update your self improvement of the and maybe immune system like a strong. We have thousands of people uh, words of cry, maybe we are and trembler and we are some of vibrated. So why people like this? So is this a signal of vibration? So that's moments. So your immune system is very strong to if you have defined the uh, self of the beauty. So self beauty is a I think the uh, for the human missing the perfect condition, need a perfect condition. So perfect conditions uh, needed as a human, but needed as a human. So we are a light and candle is just like a Olympian. So shall the turn on. So is this world we have two hopes of in darkness in this day for all of the human. So in this moment when we lost legendary, we are silence and the hope of your light is a between a strong relation of this world. So all the world of the chain are running through a hopes and running through a chain of your uh, silence. So I think a human need a silence for peace. You know that you go for village, there is a no noise, so there is a no to pulls your push-ups your on your pressures. All of free. You is just like the world of Disney. Leave. So more you practical, you wanna go for village. There's a no noise problem. There are no noise issues. You feel fresh air. You feel fresh beauty feel. So I hope your this video is already wrong for my message is just like a stay for hold. No, don't we hold to conditions. The condition is not for hold to demand to you hold on hand. So we are not a hold on yourself, because some of the child is their growth is can't up unbelievable that. So I think we can't hold the nature. So that's why the real life of this real life of the define. So that's why happiest moments is thousand sorrows and pillars on one top of the happiest effects, the elements of the every human needed. So find out, uh, then you should meet, then you should easily meet it. I hope your video is helpful for you wanna any find of the uh, easiest and curve of the and finding the your solutions for betterment for your work. I hope you will. Allah Hafiz.